Hello, my name is Andres Julian Gomez. I'm a blogger and creator of an entrepreneur blog. Today, I'm gonna talk a very special topic, a personal topic, about a book I recently released. This book that you see right here, currently it is only available in Spanish, but the idea is that in a couple of months maybe it will also be available in English. I will keep you posted. This book in Spanish is called Estrategias de Internet, which can be translated to Internet Strategies. This is a book I started writing about maybe 4 years ago. And I started writing this book because I was searching for a book on this subject and I couldn't find it. I looked in local libraries, bookstores. I also checked in Amazon. And actually, the only thing I found on this topic was a paper by Michael Porter writing about internet strategies. This was a paper written in about 2001 where Michael talked about the importance of having a strategy when talking about internet. He said that technology goes to a certain point, but if you don't add a strategy, thinking, organizational change, goals, and much more to the equations, well, internet and technologies won't be successful. You can have the best technology, but if you don't have a marketing plan, a strategy, and much more, the platform will probably fail. However, this was just a paper, and I was looking for a book. Also, this was 2001. This was before Facebook. Facebook was created in 2004. Before Twitter. Twitter was created in 2006. So I thought that maybe it was an interesting exercise to create my own book talking about all these very interesting subjects. So I decided to create this project, and it took me almost 4 years since I had the idea to completion. And I wanted to talk to you about this experience and why it took me so long. I started writing, and I've always written since I was very small, and I have always liked to write. However, I didn't have the time because I'm also a consultant, I'm also a blogger, and I realized very early during the process of creating this book that I needed time to concentrate and give time to my book. So, for example, in December, early January, which was actually a time where I had vacations, or if I didn't have vacations, most of my clients were on vacations. So I was able to write about all these subjects, and I had a lot of time. And maybe throughout the year, I had 2 or 3 more 3 weeks period where I didn't have any work, and I was able to write this book. So this was the first stage, which took me several months to complete. Then I had to start correcting the book. So I printed the book, I made my corrections, I lended this material to several of my family members to hear their comments. I made these new corrections. Then I printed several manuscripts to hand out to several of my friends that are on this area and understand this subject, to hear their input. This was actually a kind of a mistake I did, because I handed out at the same time about 6 or 7 manuscripts, and when I had them back, I had to make corrections one by one. So what happened? Maybe I was on the second or the third manuscript correcting, and what I was going to correct, it wasn't there because I had already corrected or had already changed it because of an earlier correction someone else did. So this took some time. And the last problem was finding a publishing company that was willing to edit and publish my book. There is always the fear, because you hear it from respectful authors, that the probability of being published if you're an unknown writer is near to zero. It's almost none. However, with the internet, several companies whose objective is to print books, and actually as a writer you pay them, you pay the publishing company to publish your book, to make the corrections, and they give you the books. And they say, here, author, are your books. Now you have to go and sell them. This was an alternative, of course, but I thought, I don't have the time to do all the marketing, to sell the books, the logistics, and all those things that are required. And I was lucky enough to find a small publishing company that wanted to reevaluate this model. They wanted to have new authors on new topics and have their books both in physical medium, like the one you're seeing here, and also in the digital world for the e-readers such as the Kindle, the Nook, tablets, and much more. So I started working with them. The editing process took several months. Actually, we were in a very tight agenda, and we finally released the book a couple weeks ago. It was actually Tuesday, March 11. We released it in my home city, my home country, in Bogotá, Colombia, in the Asociación de Egresados de la Universidad de los Andes, or the Association of Graduates from Universidad de los Andes from Bogotá. It was a very successful event. We had over 180 attendees. We have a panel of experts talking not about the book, but about the subject of the book, internet strategies. That's what we wanted to tell people. We had the presence of one of the highest persons in the Ministry of Technology in Colombia, who is Maria Isabel Mejia. And this has been actually a wild ride for me. I recommend you, if you ever have the opportunity to write a book and try to publish, do it. It is such a satisfaction that you receive from this process. And I'm not talking about the financial aspect. I'm talking about all the process of the logistics, launching the book. It is a very, very interesting process. Finally, I want to talk about why I wrote this book, or for who do I wrote this book. I knew that in most companies, the president, the VPs, the managers, the people from marketing, from finance, from sales, from accounting, from logistics, and much more, understand the internet is very important for the company. However, and this is a huge however, most don't understand where they should start the internet process. Many people believe that you have to hire someone to make your website or your Facebook page or your Twitter account. Although these are very important aspects of the internet strategies, they are the result of the strategy, not the point to begin. The point to begin is sitting maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, thinking about my company, analyzing it. What do I need? How am I unique? What do my clients want from my presence in the internet? And much more. So I started writing about these subjects. This is not an ABC plan that you follow and automatically you will be successful, but it gives you guides of how to do things the correct way, which will end up, of course, as a web page, as a presence in social networks, and much, much more. It is written in a very simple language. As I said before, currently it is only in Spanish, but the idea is that when we translate it to English, it will be the same. Very easy to read with a lot of examples. For example, in the book, here you can see the examples, the photos are in full color, and that is what we wanted, to be very easy to read, so anybody with a minimum knowledge about internet can read it and make the best of it. And not only make the best of it, but make your company gain money from this presence in the internet. As I already said 2 times, soon we hope to have this book in English. Meanwhile, you can check it at Amazon.com, at Gramata.co. In both you will find the digital version for your Kindle, for your Nook, for your e-reader, tablets, iPhones, intelligent phones. You can also read them on your screen of your computer and your Mac. Physically, currently, it is only available in Colombia. You can find it at cultivo.co. I have left the links at the end of this post if you're interested. Also, the webpage where you can find more information is estrategiasdeinternet.com. There is also the link, so don't worry if you don't understand how to write it. And you can always reach me at my Twitter account, Andres J. Gomez. Also, I have left the link. You can write me in English with no problem. I will understand, and I will try to give you a response to any doubt you have about this topic. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that sometime you buy the book. If you want it in Spanish, it's available right now. I hope soon it will be available also in English. If you have any doubts, please leave them at the end of this video post. Also, please share this video with your friends, followers, colleagues, and more on social media. Thank you, and see you next time.